Following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, go Cowboys! This is Mick Shots.
Streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app.
Now, here are Bill Jones, Heckma Harrison, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
Did you see that dunk by Cooper Flagg last night?
Shoot.
Did you see that throw by Joe Milton yesterday?
Talk about good things.
Let's talk about some good things.
Good things.
On the Monday after Denver. Welcome inside. Welcome inside the SWBC podcast studio.
Are you fishing? Are you casting? Were you casting?
I didn't fish that time.
Okay.
Waving on in.
Yeah,
Come
I
on
didn't fish
in.
that time.
Come on in. Here it is. It's time for a Monday edition of Mick Shots.
I never look at you when you do that stuff, so just,
I wasn't riding my horse this time.
Broncos were riding yesterday.
What you do? You got in a fight with something yesterday? What happened to you, man?
man, I don't even know how that happened.
All right. We got
now.
Everson Walls is in the house.
I must have won.
Everson
You
Walls,
did.
Everson Walls is in the house on the Monday after a loss, which might be a first this season.
And I did not know that
Heckma Harrison is
was
here,
happening,
and
man.
Mickey Spagnola is
Did
here
not
as
know
well.
I had that pattern going.
I've just noticed that Everson, even before the games are played, he will. This season, he has said, "I won't be there on Monday."
Or Friday.
Yeah, well, but I'm talking about Monday.
Yeah, okay.
And and in the past, Cowboys lost on the Sunday before Everson decided he wasn't going to show up. But he's here today, ready to break it all down.
Didn't get the memo on wearing all black either.
Chicago. Oh,
It's
damn.
Black Monday
That's
here.
right,
That's
man.
right.
I feel so bright and
Yeah.
illuminated.
Bright and cheerful.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, you guys look depressed.
Yes, we are.
You guys dressed in your funeral garb. Yeah,
All black today.
man.
Okay.
You know what? From now on, after a loss, I'm coming in black.
Mickey come in black every time you come in.
That ain't changing.
That's a good one.
I just finally there saw a glimmer of a smile out of Mickey. He was glum-faced walking in the room.
Man, anytime he can be racist, man. He
Long day, long night,
Yeah. What'd you write about?
I wrote about how they started the game and
I know what
how
you're
it
gonna say.
couldn't have started any worse.
Yep.
Well, they got an interception. What do you mean it couldn't have started it?
But
But
It's
I
always a
thought the
but.
same thing, Spags. I know where you're going.
I think before I started to give the score, I listed 5 mistakes they made that got us on the way to 44-24.
Yeah.
And if you need a little levity, as I was walking down the hallway in the press box, probably midway through the third quarter, I heard on the Broncos radio broadcast that one of the ski resorts in the Rockies, this was opening day for
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, well, and we saw the first avalanche
Yes, they did.
because the Cowboys got
They
buried.
sure did.
So I threw a little levity.
So you're
That is a little.
so you have your star running back having a great year. You know, you get down there, 3-yard line, right? He almost scores.
Yes.
He almost
Now
scores.
it's at the 1.
That's how inside the 1.
Right.
And what do we do?
False start.
False start.
But
Who false started? Who was the call?
Oh, you talk about dropping dimes. On
Yeah, we need.
Well, the official told
They
us.
said Hoffman,
Yeah,
right?
The official told us it was 67 Brock Hoffman.
I thought he corrected himself.
And then he corrected himself and said it was 73 Tyler Smith. But the replay shows you have to go a little further down the line, and it was 60 Tyler Guyton.
So wait a minute, they missed it.
They missed it.
They missed it by 3.
What is going on?
3 spots.
Well,
The referees were.
which
weren't
makes
up
you think, what were they
But the
looking at?
flag was thrown, as you saw on the replay. You saw the flag go up. It was thrown on the near side of the field.
Uh-huh.
which was-
Okay.
And then it was just a flinch, right on the goal line. But you can't flinch.
You can't flinch.
But did they not get back to the 1?
Yes, they did.
Can't kick a field goal.
Can't kick a field goal.
Just can't kick a field goal.
I didn't like the call to Pickens at all. I really thought we should have kept running the ball.
Yeah.
When Pickens missed it, it was, I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Just run it twice.
Just 3, man.
And if not, leave him at the 99 and a half
Here-
yards away from
Here's Javonte. He's coming back to town. This is a revenge game. Give it to him.
Yeah.
I mean, it was set up for just give it to him, man.
Yeah. That was his opportunity, and it was an opportunity missed. What do you think about the 4th and 5? Did you guys agree with the 4th and 5 not going for it there? I know you've been calling for going for it on 4th and 5, 4th and whatever it is, just to get for the momentum at the time. I mean, I guess. You know, there's been a few different analysis of that point in the game, but to me, I thought, you know, for your team, for your psyche, for everything at that moment, you may have needed to have gone for it on 4th and 5 at your own 45. But look, the defense, no matter what you could point to, the defense wouldn't have given you any hope one way or another.
That's true. That's why you go for it.
By the time I got to the end, by the time you got to the fourth quarter, it was just like, man, these guys have given up.
Yeah.
The effort wasn't
No,
there.
they haven't given up. They're just bad.
Yeah. So
personnel.
So what I'm pointing out is,
why are they signing bad personnel?
So
where are you going to find guys?
Wait a minute. Hold on for a second.
Talk to me.
I'm pointing out when you see a guy coming through a hole and you see a guy not even trying to tackle him. You see a guy not even trying to set the edge.
So why did that happen?
I mean, again, if the effort isn't there, and you have a defensive coordinator that's trying to put you in position, and I know we're going to put so much on Eberflus.
No, we're not.
But when the effort isn't there, that's when you look at the player and say, guys, come on now. Come on, this is on you individually, not putting in that effort. And whether it's, guys are just guys or what have you, you have tape that's out there. These guys made your 53, right? And if they're on your team, then you have the expectation that they can set the edge. The effort is horrible.
I got to be in your corner partially on this one because this is no surprise what they saw. They saw it on film. So don't go out there and be like, oh, crap. This is what we expected from their offense. And when we go out there, all of a sudden we're shell-shocked. You can't be shell-shocked when you're a professional ball player on a pretty good football team.
So how do you account for this? First possession, third play, interception. Mm-hmm. Next possession, third play, incompletion. Mm-hmm. You're going to get off the field. Mm-hmm. And somebody, James Houston's got his head over the line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 2, 26-yard pass, 40-yard run.
Touchdown,
right?
40-yard run.
How do you account for?
I mean, you can take it right there.
I can't put a 40-yard run on you being offsides.
How about a 40?
No, you're off the field.
Shouldn't have been on the field.
It was a third down play.
Right.
They're punting. And so the 40-yard run doesn't happen if the guy doesn't line up offsides on 3rd and 7.
The 40-yard run don't happen if you play your defense.
No, I'm saying,
get that, but
I'm saying they're off the field.
If you don't jump offsides then to get a 40-yard run, a 40-yard run is going to come the next series.
Well, yeah, but you've gotten off the field and your offense had the football as a chance to score in the meantime.
But all I'm saying is,
if it didn't happen then, it was going to happen.
It was going to happen, and that's why you can't make mistakes like that on a 3rd and 7 play because your offensive football team is getting on the field with a chance to score to get ahead in the game. And in this game, when you start,
oh yeah, I know what you're saying.
When you start. Triquez Bridges, Elijah Clark, and Reddy Stewart comes in, and Marquise Bell, and that's your secondary. Mm-hmm. They're going to score 44 points on you. And so you have to score 45 points in this game. They're going to score at least 44. And they dropped a touchdown point. It should have been 51. But when you start those people in the secondary, you're not winning this football game unless you play a perfect football game on offense, and you can't make dumb mistakes on defense and line up offside.
So there shouldn't be any expectation for a pass rush, though?
No, granted, all of that.
But
Sean Payton told us at halftime, in his halftime interview, he said, we're going after they got guys that are injured in the secondary, and we're going after them. And so you're going up against arguably the best play caller in football, and you've got – I did the numbers on the number of snaps these guys have had in their career. Marquise Bell at safety in his career has 206 snaps. Okay, he played at linebacker one season. Okay, but at safety, 206 snaps in his career. Trequez Bridges, all in the last 2 weeks, the Washington game and this game, 127 snaps in his career. Elijah Clark, 38 snaps in his career. He had 5 coming into the game. Reddy Stewart has 251 snaps in his career, and 233 have come in the last couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you're starting that in the secondary, you cannot flinch on the goal line and give up what could have been a touchdown there. You can't line up offsides. You have to play a perfect football game. You can't fall behind 14-3 in the game and expect to win this game.
As you just called out all of that, based on that, it's going to happen anyway. That's all I'm saying.
And
based on that, the lining up offside, yes, don't play. That's not my point. The point is it was going to happen anyway based on what you just gave.
Right. So you can't take possessions away from your offense.
I get it, but you also can't blame everything on that play when you have that.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that you're
not going to play a perfect game with that.
You could have got off to a better start.
Any chance,
and you're still going to lose.
Any chance of staying with them offensively was taken away early in the game when you fall behind like that.
And it's just gratification, guys.
Yeah, right.
That's for them, for the Broncos.
And you're playing against a Broncos team, by the way. Did you see the injury report? I mean, they were missing one player.
Yeah,
and he was the one player that got himself taken out of the game when he did what he did a week ago. Dre Greenlaw. Mm-hmm. 8th week of the season. I don't think I've ever seen a team have everybody healthy.
And
that's what
we're bringing it.
Yeah. The only reason that this
defensive line.
Here's the other thing. The only reason, and the Cowboys were down an additional player because Donovan Wilson didn't play this week. He played last week. This would have happened a week ago against Washington if Scary Terry and Deebo Samuel play for Washington in that game. They were missing Noah Brown also. They were down their top 3 wide receivers. Yep. You can't win. You cannot give up less than 40 points in this situation. And when we got the problems anyway on defense. Mm-hmm. I mean, we had the same problems looking at it early in the season with a new defensive coordinator when the veteran guys were out there.
Right. No doubt.
I mean, you didn't think Sean Payton had a bullseye on Bridges?
Mm-hmm.
First start. We're talking a 7th-round draft choice that couldn't make the Chargers. The Cowboys pick him up. Good guy to have on the practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's starting.
I wasn't here Friday. Did you guys pick the Cowboys to win or lose?
I'm sure I picked the Cowboys to win.
You did? What about you, Mick?
Yeah.
You picked them to win?
But I'm not mad at it.
I did. It was 43 to 40.
I'm just trying to tell you what happened.
No, I'm basically asking a question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a simple question.
Where do you think he's going? He already thinks he knows where you're going.
Yeah, I don't know. Where am I going?
I want to hear it.
I asked the question. Did you pick I don't know. Before we got there, you talked about Sean Payton and him being the best play caller. What did you pick him? Did you pick the Cowboys to win or the Broncos to win? It's just a question. That's all.
Well, if I make a mistake, doesn't mean that
Mickey.
What is it?
It's just a question.
Yeah, and it's just an answer.
Okay, that's all. That's it.
That was like a dodging accusation.
I knew.
Like, hey, wait a minute, where you going?
I know.
Here's my score. My score was 43 to 40.
Hey, mine was up there too, man. Come on, I forgot what I had. Shit. I picked him to win. I always pick him to win. No doubt. I
was right on their 30, but it was only the third quarter.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the other thing at noon on Friday, we didn't know. Well, we had a suspicion that Donovan Wilson wasn't going to play in the game, but. I mean, it's just, I didn't even, like at the end of the day yesterday, I'm like, I don't even care to go watch the film of this game because they had no chance to win that game with what they were playing in the secondary.
They looked like.
Now if you had these guys, and one of the issues is, take, for instance, Trequez Bridges. How many practices has he had on that practice field with the first team defense? Trayvon got in concussion protocol Friday of last week. So he wasn't on the field with the first-team defense last week in practice. Yeah. His only days even on the field with the first-team defense were the couple of practices they had this past week. And then you got the other guys, who –
just right. The other guys. That's all they are.
Well,
yeah, right.
They have to start.
All right, here you go.
They had to start Clark.
If with their regular secondary, which is the secondary that they thought they were going to have throughout the season, okay. Now injuries do happen, but I mean the Broncos are playing with everybody. They got a guy, P.J. Locke, who started 15 games for them last year. He hadn't even got on the field this year because they've been perfectly healthy in their secondary. In their career, this is just the combination. The guys that were hurt yesterday, Hooker, Wilson, and Diggs, okay? In their career, 14,282 snaps in their career. And Wanye Thomas included in that, those four guys. The four guys that were playing instead yesterday, Bell, Bridges, Clark, and Stewart, 622 snaps. And that includes the game yesterday.
So what are we looking at in regards to them coming back?
Yeah, you got to.
Well, Diggs ain't coming back. They put him on IR.
Yeah, I know.
So that means 3 more games.
Yeah.
So he ain't coming back.
Donovan Wilson's got an elbow.
Wilson's got the elbow. Wanye Thomas
the migraine.
Has vision problems.
Yeah, from the migraine?
Yes, and they're not sure.
Hooker is eligible to come off injured reserve. Have you gotten any update on him lately?
Yet.
What was his?
But I saw him
shoulder?
Starting to do the rehab stuff on the field last week.
What was his issue?
On the courts. Knee? Was it knee?
Toe.
Lower leg.
Jeez, toe.
So, yeah.
Toe is terrible, man.
You're out there with one starter in the secondary, basically. Kyer Elam, he was okay, right? But I think they made that trade. I mean, Buffalo gave him away as a depth piece, right? He didn't figure he was going to be starting.
Did you notice Deron Bland in the game?
Only once, I think.
Right. You know why?
Because they didn't go after him.
They did not go after him.
And the safeties, Clark, he was lost.
Yeah.
But
it's not their fault. It's
he wasn't meant to be there.
Yeah.
It is
And then he gets hurt.
It is their fault.
And then he got hurt.
Well,
it's their fault.
Okay.
That's just the way
he's an undrafted.
That's the way. I get it.
He's an undrafted.
I get it.
Everson, when'd you get your first start, Everson, as an undrafted free agent?
5 games.
Okay.
He's an undrafted rookie. Bridges was a 7th. He was a second to last pick in the draft. Okay, cut by the Chargers. Cowboys picked him up. Reddy Stewart was undrafted last year. And that's what you're playing with.
And Marquise
Bell was undrafted too.
Huh.
That's what you're playing with.
And that wasn't the plan, probably.
Bridges, even the interception he made.
Well, it was a terrible pass.
There you go. Thank you.
But more importantly than that is they haven't been practicing with the first team defense. And I mean, we've seen the communication issues that are going on, and so.
Hey, jump me for asking the question, please.
I'm ready.
But these guys made you 53, right?
They were on the practice squad.
But
the Ravens are doing the same thing. The Ravens have had the same injury issues, and they started the season 1-6. Okay. This is what happens in this league because you don't. The way the league is designed, your backup players.
Well, the Ravens did yesterday.
They won yesterday.
They won big.
Yeah,
with backups.
With their third quarterback.
I mean, all I'm saying is this. I get it. I get excuses, guys. I really do.
It's not an excuse.
What is it then?
No,
it's a reason.
Same damn thing.
No, it's
so
not.
All I'm saying is that whatever you want to call it, they should be able to play sometimes above their own heads. I'm not just going to give them an excuse to say, oh, man, hey, man, you suck because of where you are in the draft or not draft. So when you get out there, don't give up too many plays, all right?
Do they need to practice?
They do need to practice, and they did practice. But
they practiced this week.
If you're out there and they give you a one-on-one, no zone, which I can't see a damn zone being that complicated. Right. But if you're out there in the one-on-one, You don't need practice for that. You play one-on-one. You're a corner.
Well, you
play
saw it in
one-on-one.
the end zone. What happened?
What happened?
Bridges got beat for a touchdown.
I know.
Okay.
That's my point. What are you saying? I'm telling you.
I'm saying the quality is not there.
They got to do better.
Well, okay.
The quality wasn't there for the Ravens, but they blew somebody out.
Finally.
Come on, man.
And they've been going like this is their 8th week of not having their guys.
Well, we seem like on defense we've been having our 8th week of not having our guys. So that's all I'm saying, guys. We can give excuses, and once again, I'm sorry, reasons.
Yeah.
We can give reasons all we want, but after a while, man, you're getting paid, man. Mm-hmm. I'm giving you a check. You got to do something. I mean, you got to be a football player at one point. Okay. I get it that they're good. I understand that. But, man, can I say, hey, I recognize something. Let me be heads up. Let me make a play. I'm sorry. I can give them reasons up to a point. Then after a while, it's just dominoes falling all over the place.
So what you're telling me is I can go find anybody off the street, come in, tell them what to do, and they should stand.
You know the answer to that is no. You already know the answer to that is no.
Because he don't know what.
But that's what,
he don't know what street I'm going to.
Right.
That's what you're
I'm
saying.
going to the street. I better. If I go to the streets, depending on those streets, I might be able to do something better than what we have now.
Just remember, there's a reason why guys get put on the practice squad, right?
I've been there, Spags.
You weren't on the practice squad.
No, I mean, I witnessed it. I was on the team with guys that weren't that good. But after a while, man, they did step up.
Did they all?
Not all, but damn, most.
But these guys are just getting thrown in the fire right now.
Okay.
So after a while,
well, I wish y'all were my
maybe
coaches.
they'll.
God, I wish y'all were my coaches.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm not freaking out about this because of what was on the field yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's see what happens going forward.
Well, what happened on the field yesterday? Mm-hmm. You're just counting what happened on the field yesterday.
Right.
We've been having this defensive problem all year.
Well, and that's not, I'm not addressing, and the same issues that you're initially bringing up about the defensive ends and everything, that's an ongoing thing. But as far as what happened in yesterday's game and what Sean Payton did to this defense yesterday, I think there's a clear explanation for it. And it's because of what the Cowboys were lacking in their secondary in terms of experience, not only experience in their careers, but experience even being in this system and playing together. Mm-hmm. And that was why they were able to score on 7 out of 8 possessions yesterday. Now, if they got the same group going forward,
they punted once.
Well, there were 7 out of 8 possessions in the middle of the game where they scored. And
well, our punter was good.
Which, by the way, we've seen that.
Yes.
We've seen that a couple of times this season the last 5 years.
Good average.
So, all right, we got much more of Mick Shot. But up next.
Good average. Come on.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Hey, Cowboy fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience the best sports venue in the world, AT&T Stadium. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your package today.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide, because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Back to Mick Shots.
Support the troops with the official salute to Service Collection. Shop jerseys, hoodies, tees, and more. Visit a pro shop near you or log on to shop.dallascowboys.com, a Fanatics experience.
All right, we continue with Mick Shots. And
wait, are we doing the rundown?
Go for it.
Let's go for it. What we got?
Well, we need to talk about why they didn't score 40 points.
Yeah, I'm ready for the offensive side too. Yeah.
We started.
We already dumped on.
We started on that at the beginning.
Yeah, dumped on defense.
The offense. I mean, you know what the defense is. You're going to accept that. They are who they are. But why did the offense only score 17 points?
Once again, you don't start off with a field goal.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm just saying that started the whole thing.
Right. Started off on the wrong
I'm
foot.
just telling you, when they kicked that field goal, I'm like, that ain't good. I just knew it.
Second possession, it was a 3rd and 5 sack.
Yeah. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 34 seconds, your first possession, and ends in the.
And it was a loss of 13 yards sack.
What caused the sack?
Pressure.
It was Benito came from the left side past Guyton. He got to the quarterback first, and then John Franklin Myers out of Greenville, Texas, finished him off.
Greenville, Texas.
Somebody from Texas always finishes us off.
Well, give me credit for not saying Nick Benito out of Oklahoma who started it.
Okay.
You know, Benito, looking at the stats sheet, Benito had one tackle. You cannot tell me that Benito did not have a quarterback hit in that game. On that play right there, he had a quarterback hit, right?
Well, he didn't hit him. He just pushed him out of the way.
It sure looked like it.
I bet they had I bet they had 20 pressures. And all you have to do is look. Dak only had 12 incompletions. He had, and so this can't be.
That doesn't include the interceptions.
Yeah, but this can't be accurate.
It does, doesn't it?
Because
it does.
He also
Good point.
had.
I mean, got side deals going on here.
I think he's wrong.
It says
Bill is finally wrong.
It said they had 12.
I was wrong throughout the first segment.
Unbelievable.
According to me.
Denver also had 12 passes deflected.
Yeah.
12. So that tells me that you're throwing the ball in tight coverage because you've got to get rid of the ball, right? Because of the pressure. Now, I don't know how
he was back to seeing ghosts. Remember we talked about that a couple of years
ago. It's like I got to throw it, right? Otherwise, I'm getting hit.
And so this is the domino effect you have. We want to run Javonte.
But
that
they weren't running it very well.
And they did okay, but they didn't have a chance to warm up to it because we're falling behind on the defensive side.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that affects what your play calling.
Well, yeah, because now he only got 13 carries. Because the second half, you're basically
How many total?
For the Cowboys?
For
Javonte Williams? 13 for 41.
41, yeah.
I got some breaking news. This is held over from last segment. The Ravens had their starting secondary back yesterday. Go ahead.
That's why they won.
Carry on.
That's why they
Kyle
won.
Hamilton played, Starks played, Marlon Humphrey played, Nate Wiggins played. Okay, go ahead.
I stand correct.
All right.
Makes a big difference.
For a reason. Nobody else does.
The Cowboys' offensive line didn't have a good day. Mm-hmm. Now, the Broncos have a pretty good
well, that's why they lead the league
front.
In sacks, right?
Right. And
they're about to break some kind of record that was
now it's
set way back in.
They got 36
75?
36 sacks in 8 games.
Yeah,
damn.
They're on that
So
pace.
if you factor that out over 16 games, that's 72 sacks with one more game.
And how many did we give up?
2.
We were ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the pressure that they put on Dak that really caused the offense to malfunction.
But haven't we been talking for weeks about how Dak has had to play perfect for this team, carrying the weight?
This entire offense has to be perfect.
It has to be perfect. And at some point, you're going to have a game where things were a little off, and you need your defense to carry the water a little bit. Maybe create a turnover, or save your offense if they have a turnover. And there was a couple of instances of that where it's just like, damn, Dak is a little off today.
Yeah.
And
that's going to happen, man.
Yeah.
I mean, right? It's going to happen. A guy's having a great year, and once again, he wasn't just off.
No.
There's a reason he was off, because they were coming at him.
He made a bad decision at the end of the half.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to fit that ball to Ferguson.
Okay. Yeah,
and the kid from Texas intercepts because
Mm-hmm.
he was following underneath.
Right.
That's one of those, you got to get it over him, but before the safety.
Mm-hmm.
You mean the Broncos' first-round draft pick who can't get on the field? He only gets 15 snaps a game because they're so healthy?
Who I really liked when I saw him work out at Texas.
That was his first career interception.
Well, they had a lot of firsts. I think the wide receiver Franklin had his first NFL
Franklin had
reception,
two.
and ended up with two.
Crazy.
Pat Bryant.
And Bryant.
Troy Franklin, number 11.
Okay, Franklin, I'm sorry.
Crazy.
I just remember seeing that tight end outrun everybody for a touchdown.
Well, because Bridges was trying to cover him.
A tight end.
No, I meant the wide
you're
receiver.
talking about wide receiver.
Yeah.
Sorry, so sorry. Well, yeah, because I think that's going to always be our cross to bear, trying to outplay our defensive mistakes.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what it's been all season long. Right?
I mean, would you say that it's going to continue like that even if we're healthy?
Well,
if we're as healthy as the Broncos, do we continue to play this way? I'm not holding you to anything, but it's something to think about.
I got something to point out to you.
Okay.
About the Ravens.
Correct.
All right, this is too good. This is too good. How many points did Cowboys give up yesterday?
44.
44.
Mm-hmm.
The Ravens played the Texans. Okay, this was on October 5th. They did not have Kyle Hamilton at safety, and they did not have Marlon Humphrey either.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in that game, and they also didn't have another cornerback. Okay, so they were starting TJ Tampa, Keon Martin. I just remember him from the preseason, and Lowry, another undrafted guy. You know how many points they gave up in that game?
A lot.
44.
Yeah.
Same amount of points the Cowboys gave up yesterday. They lost that game 44-10.
Yep.
And they were missing 3/5 of their secondary.
And that was with Cooper, right?
I don't know if.
And that was probably Cooper Rush, probably playing quarterback.
Yeah.
But they gave up 44 points to C.J. Stroud and the Texans in that game. Okay, I'm done.
You made your point.
No more Ravens.
I mean.
Yeah. So when we win with backup offensive linemen, it's a miracle. It's a miracle.
And I think that's what teases me. Man, our backup offensive
that's just why I dismissed.
And I know they
dismissed yesterday because
together.
just like I dismissed the rate. That's not the now. The Cowboys' defense is not the Ravens' defense, and y'all are exactly right. There are problems on this defense that are unexplainable. Okay, as far as exactly what you're talking about off the top. But as far as yesterday is concerned, when you're missing 3/5 of your secondary like that 44 points is going to happen, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Especially if you're not getting pressure on the quarterback.
And they are getting pressure on our quarterback.
Yes, and they were.
So, I mean, that's something that that's what we talked about all last week.
And
we were concerned about the sacks. But we were hoping. Or were we? What were you expecting coming to the game defensively? What were you expecting?
I figured they'd give up 30 points.
And you've been consistent with that,
right?
Yeah.
Because they give up 31 points a game anyway.
Yeah.
I know he's always been consistent with we got to play well.
You got to win 38-30.
Yeah.
But we didn't touch Bo Nix yesterday.
Mm-hmm. No,
at all.
Never.
Not even pressure, sack, any of that. So as most people call Bo Nix the check down king, he didn't have to do any of that yesterday.
Well, he only had 8 third down plays all day.
Yeah.
They were 5 for 8 on third down.
Just like the Panthers game.
When you don't stop the run or can't stop the run, they're not in passing situations.
Just like the Panthers game.
Exactly.
So how are we looking?
You want me to show you my Bo Nix impersonation?
What is that?
Oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get a ball. You get a ball. You get a ball.
And so if we're going to give excuses to the secondary for being young and inexperienced, then what kind of excuse are we giving our defensive line?
None. They're just not very good.
That's what I'm trying to.
Not very good.
You know, some
defensive
group
still
has to come together.
Yeah,
you know what
the
I'm saying?
defensive ends still haven't figured that they can't get caved in. That you just can't go inside all the time because what did they start doing? Oh, well, let's go outside. Sam Williams, you can't get.
I haven't seen him yet.
You can't get caved in.
I haven't seen him.
Wow.
And so here's my thing. If I'm a coach, okay, we got to hang our hat on something defensively.
Well,
I would have said the D-line because they have the most experience on that D-line.
My answer is blitz. What do you got to lose?
That's what I said last week.
Because if you blitz and lose,
what did I say last week?
You're going to lose anyway.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I said last week.
Go get them.
Because I didn't see them really playing much zone yesterday, did I?
Yeah, they did.
They played a lot.
They opened up with a lot of zone.
And we still got confused.
I think they finished it, man.
They
just finally just said, which is what we should have been doing with the blitz. We need to come in aggressive as we have nothing to lose.
Blitz with who? I mean, you see these guys blitz, and it's just not. I mean, it's lackluster. The guy's not getting home. It's not even a chance that he's going to get home. I mean, they pick it up effortlessly. So, I mean,
well, once again, the offense itself, we talked about it, and this is what the NFL is going to. It's all timing. Period. Especially when they know you're playing the zone. His back foot hits, he's throwing it. Mm-hmm. And if you don't make him hesitate, then he's going to be open. And we don't know how to decipher what routes are being run at what particular time. And that's why the blitz doesn't work because all he does, you have to catch him before he even puts his back foot down, which is extremely hard to do. That's some Parsons stuff that you're talking about there. Yeah. That's some what's the boy in Cleveland?
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. That's that kind of stuff.
So here's an example on.
We don't have that.
Here's an example defensively on the Denver's second possession. This was right after the penalty on Houston. They gave him a 3rd and 2. So here's what what do you think they might do on a 3rd and 2 in the pass game? Well, if they don't run the ball, what would they do passing the ball? Probably
something quick.
Yeah, something quick, a slant, kind of like what Carolina did.
Yep.
So what does Eberflus do? He ran a zone blitz, and what he did to take away the slant was he dropped Fowler and Clowney into coverage to take away the slot. Mm-hmm. Murray came on the blitz. Okay, there was only a 3-man rush, but they were protecting against that 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
And what Denver did, they threw behind it, and Shamar James is the only linebacker in the middle of the field. I can't remember where the safety was on that, but he was too deep, obviously. And they got 26 yards to Troy.
Chapel Hill still.
But see, you're trying to protect for the sticks, and running a zone blitz, take away the 2 slants right there with a couple of defensive ends dropping, and they throw behind him, and they pick up 26 yards.
And they've got time to throw behind them because you only have a 3-man rush.
Exactly.
Right?
And
you're trying to do something innovative there. And
my note here, just watching it, was Clark didn't cover anybody.
I lied to
the safety.
Yeah. Neither did Kenny Clark.
So he was
rushing.
Yeah.
But let's excuse Elijah Clark from that now. Elijah Clark.
He's only got 5
hey. Let's be careful with that. Come on now.
Well, it emphasizes our point.
Absolutely.
He doesn't have the experience to go back there, and he's a raw rookie.
It's grab me off the street.
You know what? The Cowboys actually, even with Wanye Thomas and Marquise Bell, they're paying the price this year because they have injuries to their starting safeties.
Yeah.
They're paying the price that Both those starting safeties didn't miss any time last year. They both had over 1,000 snaps. So Wanye Thomas and Marquise Bell, they were the backup safeties. They got no experience last year.
Not at safety.
Yeah, at safety doing it. And Marquise didn't anywhere, because it was the year before that he played linebacker when Quinn put him to linebacker. Anyway. All right, more Mick shots in just a moment.
More woes.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pregame sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Back to Mick Shots.
Go, Everson.
Cowboys Nation, Dallas Cowboys United, presented by Globe Life, is exclusively in the Dallas Cowboys app. Join the official fan club today to receive access to Cowboys Drops, where you can win game tickets, autographed items, exclusive experiences, and more. Download the app now to join.
Okay, the Cowboys are 3-4-1.
Yep.
We are a week away from the Arizona game.
Okay.
Next Monday night.
Yeah.
We are a week and a day away from the trade deadline at 3 o'clock next Tuesday. Mickey, any ideas?
Yeah. I don't know that with the situation that defense is in, that you can say, I'm going to get this guy. He's the last piece of the puzzle, right? Because as I wrote,
how about four guys? How about four pieces?
This is a jigsaw puzzle.
Right.
We got lots of pieces that they need.
Right.
So I don't know that one person is going to come here and turn this around.
I don't know about turning it around, but
I need a corner.
Improvement.
Do I need a corner? Yeah. Do I need a linebacker? Yeah. Do I need a defensive end or defensive tackle? Yeah.
Well, like most jigsaw puzzles.
Lesser of the evils? Do we have one group that you could say he would just make this group better?
Yeah, but no one's going to give me a pass rusher.
Yeah. Well,
you have to.
Yeah.
I think whatever you do. What was that? I didn't remember.
Oh, no. Nothing, man. We don't want to get Spags
I said no
mad
one
again.
will give you a pass rusher.
No, we can get those away. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Any player or players that the Cowboys acquire before the trade deadline, it's as much for the next 2 years as it is for this year, in my opinion.
If we could find it.
You got to have someone that you're under control the next couple of years too.
I would love to have a linebacker. I'd love to have a really good linebacker. I mean, if you got to get something.
You going to spend a first-round pick on a linebacker?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Well,
we have to improve the defense some kind of way. We're not going to try to improve it.
Well, no, I think
I'm just
should.
asking.
But what's
throw something at me?
What's available?
We aren't dealing in names.
I want to throw something at you.
We can't throw in that.
I'll throw something at you.
Give me teams. Can I go teams?
No.
But I'm going to throw something at you.
Positions.
With the positions.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. Okay, so.
Let's start with the situation you were just talking about. You third down, all right, and the ability you're not able to get any pressure. An edge right now would do you some good. Somebody that could present that pressure to flush a guy out. We don't have it. I mean, I'm watching this game yesterday, and I'm like, man, Bo Nix looks like Joe Montana. Yeah. You know, if you're not going to put a guy under any duress.
Say John Elway. I mean, it is.
That's right. I missed that completely, right? John Elway. But you don't have anybody on that defensive line, which you thought was your strength coming into a game where you were going with your fifth safeties and a backup corner. We got to be able to present. We're not presenting any pressure at all on teams. In that sense, we're going to get picked apart in every matchup that we're in.
I would say if I was going to pick a position, and I'm going to stick with it, and it'd be a linebacker. You say edge rusher? Yeah, I don't know if you mean edge rusher and linebacker slash linebacker, but I'd love to have a middle linebacker that can just a minuscule change in how many rushing yards we give up. Just something to where maybe not 30, 40 points, but you can still have one player that can improve your group. So you got to have somebody that can. We got to have somebody. We got to have somebody.
I think one of the biggest issues with the run defense is the defensive ends not being able to stop the run. And they're getting blocked by tight ends.
Well? Somebody can do both. They can't. The outside defensive ends do nothing against the run.
You got 6 defensive ends that are basically now. Marshawn Nealon is one that, and I think he's been playing hurt. Obviously, he's missed a couple of games playing hurt, and he's not as effective as what he normally would be.
What we want him to be.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But you just look at the defensive ends and what they've shown on the field through now nearly half a season, and they just don't appear to be the guys that,
Give me something. Who you got? What position you got is what I'm saying.
Anything.
And you're saying anything?
Yeah.
You'll take
they could use another Kenny Clark on the defensive line.
They need a real nose tackle.
So I'm the only one saying linebacker, edge,
corner,
inside, corner.
Now Revel is eventually maybe going to be there, but he's a rookie and great talent. But I think they could
no experience,
and especially now that Diggs is on injured reserve until Thanksgiving.
Are you good with Overshone coming back as a linebacker?
Yeah.
Well, there's your linebacker.
Can he
rush?
Sense.
No, he can do anything.
Oh, so never mind.
I like it.
He can do anything. Clip that.
I like it.
Now,
that's the first time he smiled all day, man.
Is he ready to do anything? But there's your linebacker.
Yeah.
And there's your cornerback. And it's not all this year.
It's the Raiders. So that's one game away. I mean, you got the Cardinal game, you got the bye week, and then they would be the Raiders game, right, where they have to make a decision on them. Doesn't mean they're playing in that game.
Right.
But they got to make a decision.
They'll put him on the 53, but
right.
They put Kalen Carson on the 53, and he hasn't really played much.
He played special teams yesterday.
Mingo was too. Never mind.
Yeah, Mingo.
Bringing up old stuff.
He was trying to ball.
So here's a number I wrote down. They scored
44.
They scored 27 points in the first half, right? It only took them 22 snaps. They had drives, 5 plays, 4 plays, 6 plays, 7 plays for touchdowns.
Yeah. And the ones that won touchdowns, they were big plays. I mean, they're just running through the secondary.
There was no resistance at all.
Offensive Player of the Week, Bo Nix.
Again. Just come through that. Well,
fantasy football.
Just invite us to town.
Fantasy football, you play the quarterback.
We'll be the best guest you've ever had.
4 TDs. We'll be 1 INT.
We're going to be the best guests you've ever had. We're going to be the best.
Who is R.J. Harvey? Who is this? You know who R.J. Harvey
Second-round
was?
draft pick out of Central Florida.
God.
Second round.
Second?
R.J. Harvey, man. That dude, I was like, damn.
He lit it up at Central Florida.
What?
And that other big old white dude, man, what was a big tackle, or was he end? He was that the one that ran over Tyler?
Oh, you're talking about Zach Allen.
Zach Allen.
Yeah, he makes it. He's on a $100 million contract.
Jeez. This guy,
He's there for a reason.
Yeah, right.
like,
You're talking number 99.
Yes.
Who looks like J.J.
Look
Watt.
like a grown man. Looks like he
Looks like J.J.
Watt.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like,
Well, there's a reason they're paying him $100 million.
and he's got the same look on his face every play.
That's right.
It's like, okay,
Yep.
what's up? Who wants it?
All right.
So in other words, you want a bad.
Yeah.
If we can get one.
I love bad
Okay.
lover.
All right. Let's do it again tomorrow.
All right.
High noon here on Mick Shots.
Go Cowboys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!